Hello everyone and welcome to our channel Dancing Pencils and UmSinsi book. This is our 8th episode featuring Asanda Mkhize all the way from Fontaine. Asanda, welcome.
Hello, hi guys. My name is Asanda Mkhize. I'm from Fontaine, a small village outside PMB. When we first met Granny Felicity, it's when we were introduced by May Mashiko Mkhize. We had a small group of girls whereby we used to mentor small girls, we told them to write books. We used to have motivational talks about everything that we faced in life and also how to conquer challenges and also how to have an open mind in everything we do.
Okay.
So when we met Granny, we met her and then she helped us to write book. So we published the book, all of us together, and then we all had written different stories in each and every book. And we also had that time that when we went to Cape Town.
I also heard that you went to Cape Town.
Yes, we went to Cape Town. It was 2013 or 2012, I'm not sure. We flew. We took a flight from.
Before you flew, what were you going to Cape Town for?
We were going to a book fair that was in Cape Town. It was 3 days. Yeah. So we took a flight from Durban in Kingushaka, then we went to Cape Town.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how was the feeling being there along with the birds? Was it your first time flying? Or?
It was my first time. It was my first time flying. It was my first time in a hotel and also my first time in a far place like Cape Town. It was my first trip out of KZN.
Oh. That's awesome. So you see, writing can take you places. But then, I've asked you how did you feel, and then can you just give us just a short picture, like you inside the plane?
The feeling when it took off, I really got scared, but I just told myself to calm down, and then I just breathed in and out, and then I relaxed. But the feeling was very nice. I enjoyed each and every moment. I would do it again if I had
in your
a chance.
return.
In my return, it was also nice.
Yeah.
And the most wonderful thing about it was an all paid expense trip. There were sponsors that paid for everything, and we had.
Still recall some of the sponsors.
We also had the main Mkhize and the Premier, or the office of the Premier. Or yes, they were part of those sponsors.
That's awesome. So we'll be always and forever be grateful to Dr. Mkhize, then office of the Premier under the leadership of Dr. Zweli Mkhize. You've opened many doors. Like Asanda has experienced a lot of positivity, a lot of positive things. How was the book fair?
The book fair was wonderful because there was a lot of people from different places. So it was very nice. Children had opportunity to read. We were interviewed there. We had an opportunity to read a small page. Also ask people questions and give away books. It was very nice. It was like a celebrity moment.
Made any sales?
Well, that day, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Well, that's awesome. But apart from sales, I think the experience being at the book fair on its own, it's like you've made a lot of sales.
Yes, it was like
atmosphere, having people coming to the stand.
Children asking questions about your book, and also telling them about your book. It was very nice. It was a nice experience.
I can imagine. I also met Felicity, by the way, in one of the book fairs, Durban Essence festivals. So I really like book fairs. And let me show. This is the book. Asanda was part of the group that published it. So it also has the picture of the groups there. So totaling 15 of them. And how old were you when you write this book? The book is called Babysitting Blues and Other Stories. She's also going to read the story for us. But Asanda, how old were you?
I was 16, 17, surely, right there, yeah.
Okay.
I was 16, 17, and I wrote a story, a very emotional story. It's a story whereby it's a time where we faced a very bad situation, me and my friend. We were involved in not doing good things, so I decided to write a story about that so I can also show other people that doing bad things, you just have to stop because they have bad consequences at the end.
Okay, you mentioned something about Dr. May Mkhize, and then I know that Dr. May Mkhize is a wife to the current health minister, right?
Yes.
And then how are you related to these phenomenal people?
Well, she's my granny because Dr. Mkhize and my granny, who's my late granny, who's just passed away, they're brother and sister. They're brother and sister.
So you're the grandchild of Dr. Zweli Mkhize?
Yes, the grandchild.
That's awesome, because Dr. Zweli Mkhize, this book came part of Dr. Zweli Mkhize's priority project when he was still then the KZN Premier. So he adopted the project Dancing Pencils, and then we produced a lot of good projects and books. Like one of them, as we can see, that Asanda is now a grown-up, you can see. And how does it feel, Asanda, holding this book containing your story?
Yeah, I feel so special and I feel so overwhelmed, and I thank everyone for the opportunity they gave me to write this story. It's very amazing. I wish I could write more in future.
Yes, you can. So no, that's very lovely. It's not everyone that gets an opportunity to publish a story or to be published. Yeah. So we congratulate you and your mates. But then, now can you kindly take us through the feeling when you were reading your own story? How did it feel? How did you feel holding the book?
Well, I felt very overwhelmed. The first time I saw this book, I just couldn't believe it, and seeing my name on it and seeing also the picture here, it felt so amazing. It made me feel special in some kind of way, and I was still young that time. I was doing like grade 10, and I was like, oh my god. At school, everyone used to talk about me like, she has a book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it did something very good to your self-esteem.
Yes.
And how?
And my image at school got very good, because some teachers would come up to me and ask me, we heard you writing. How's it going? Oh, that's nice. Very good for you. That's a good thing you're doing. Thank you. You made our school proud and everything. They were very proud. They even took the book and it was there. They had one at school. When we went to Cape Town, I bought one for them. It stayed there at school.
That's awesome, Asanda. I'm very loved and glad to hear. So this is the intention that we are doing, just to give kids out there that happiness, sparks that positivity, so everyone can do good, and then we can live in a very livable society where there's less negativity, less crime, less dropouts from schools, and then we keep kids hanging on in schools and loving reading. So by doing that, we get our society a reading society. But it all began from the workshop. How was the workshop with Felicity? How did you find the workshop?
It was very nice. It was very nice. Everything was very nice, because we also had to meet with other kids who were also doing their own stories, and most of them, they were from rural areas. That's I noticed, and you would see how amazing stories they wrote. They would write things that are positive, which give you hope and strength and everything. It was very nice. It was very nice.
That's awesome. So I'm very proud of Felicity. She has produced a lot of people. We have people that are now doctors, journalists, and some producers on SABC radio stations, some are filmmakers, So there's so much more creativity taking place here. But in a very kind and humble request, can you kindly read the story you wrote? Just give us the title of your story, and then you read it up until the end. I won't disturb you. Okay. Enjoy the story.
The title of my story is The Dark Side of Friendship. Have you ever had a thought that you have a friend? All you do is wrong things together, but don't realize they're wrong. Well, I have a story for you today that I have experienced myself with my best friend, Demo. Demo and Assault went to school. They were always together. One day, Demo had been sleeping the whole day in class. Assault asked her, "What's wrong?" She said, "Nothing." "Let's go to Honey Dripper's house, my friend," said Demo. "No, I don't want to go there. Remember what happened to Melungu?" said Assault. "Melungu is a flawless chick. She does not go with the flow," said Ndemo. "Come on, let's go, my friend," said Ndemo. "Okay, I will go, but for only 30 minutes, and that's all," said Assault. Yeah, whatever, said Ndemo. They went to Honey Dripper's house. It was full of boys and girls. There was smoking and drinking of alcohol. Honey said, "Welcome to my party jive." "But Ndemo, you did not tell me that there was drinking and smoking," said Assault. "If I had told you, you would never have come," said Ndemo. "My friend, I'm going home now. I do not want to end up like Melungu. My friend, I'm off home," said Assault. "No, please, my friend, stay. Just 30 minutes, please." "Okay, 30 minutes and that's it." I feel like someone wants a drink." "Do you want a drink, Assault?" "No, I do not." "No," said Assault in a very angry and high voice. "What's wrong with you? Can't you act normal, my friend? You are feeling paranoid. What's up?" said Honey. "You know what? Let me drink and forget about my problems," said Assault. And she started drinking. Yes, shouted the whole lot of people in the house and said, "That's the Assault we know." Assault started drinking, forgetting where Ndemo was. Ndemo came back and saw that Assault was drunk. Yes, said Honey Dripper. Ndemo took a good look at Assault and started drinking too. It was about 8 o'clock at night. Assault and Ndemo did not go back home. Their mothers were worried and sick about them. Assault's mother phoned Ndemo's mother to check whether Assault was there. She said she is not here, but Ndemo is not there either, said the mother. And in a very disappointed voice, she almost had a heart attack. "Oh no, where could they be at this time of night?" "You know, Assault, I will give her a good beating," said her mother. "Do not worry, God is with them wherever they are. They are safe. One thing I think they are going to parties again, just like Melungu. That child was raped and killed 2 months ago. They will end up like her," said Ndemo's mother. These mothers were busy looking for them, but the girls were busy drinking their lives away. In the morning they woke up in a room they have never ever seen before, with 2 boys. They did not even know where they were, and they did not know who they were with. They woke up in a panic. They were naked and worried and wishing they could turn back time. They woke up slowly, dressed, and ran whoever they were running to. They met up with Honey, beaten up badly. They asked her in a very high voice and shocked, "What's wrong?" "I was beaten up and raped by 6 boys, they said. Honey said, "I saw them at last night, but I did not remember." "Honey, you have to go to the police. Call Childline, but we have to go. We also have our own problems. See you," said Assault and them. So they went home, and their parents gave them a very good and long talk. It was 5 months later. Ndemo had just found out she was pregnant. She did abortion and died having that abortion. Now Assault was left alone with no friend and the world on her shoulders, and a huge guilt at not telling them what they were doing was wrong. But if you are all best friends, you do not let your friend do the wrong thing. You tell her to stop and tell her about what friends are for, to care for each other and to stay away from bad things. She died at a very young age and did not do anything wrong because she was not told what was right. And at the end I wrote a small poem. Friendship is a test of life. You have to care for each other. You do not have a friend or an enemy. You want to love her or destroy her. Play your friendship cards right.
Oh, that's awesome. I nearly say, oh, clap some hands. I'm sure for sure at home you are busy clapping hands. So we're really appreciating your story. But now, Asanda, you tell us, time has elapsed. So Afterwards, how was your matric results?
Well, they were good. That's what I can say. They were good.
Okay.
But I wish I knew I would have done better. But they were good. It was a bachelor's pass. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very good.
But how were your results from grade 10 up until to grade 12? Like your academic performance in schools after being published and compared to before you were not published?
Well, I can say after being published, I had a huge self-esteem. I believed in myself. I believed that I could believe that I could do more good things. So that's what I did. Yes, I did have challenges here and there, as normal kids do. But I woke up and picked myself up and did everything as I wanted to be.
No, that's awesome. And those are stories that we like to hear. And the intention is to unearth African talents, nature, preserve, and utilize. So I'm glad Asanda has been able to employ the technique which is preserving and nurturing, and utilizing the skills, which is the creative side that helps, introduce solutions whereby you get stuck in life, like she was saying. We all face challenges in life. So when you're using your right brain, when your friends invite you to dangerous areas, so your right brain just tells you, click, no, I'm not going there. Instead, I'm just going to get my quality time, the me time, I meditate, I do the right things always. And then now, Asanda, you passed and then you did very well. We're proud of you. We're probably very, very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
And Felicity said, I must tell you that she's very proud of you and your teammates.
Thank you.
And so is Dr. May. Yeah. Now, what are we doing in life?
I'm studying at UKZN, Howard, in Durban. Yeah, I'm doing my second year.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing Bachelor of Social Sciences. My majors are Criminology and Forensic Studies and Psychology.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm very sorry about the lockdown and everything on your second year,
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you were looking forward this year
Yeah,
after having experienced your first year. No, that's very good and very lovely. So, any writing, any projects are you planning to work on?
I would love to continue with writing because I always say I have a very intelligent mind. I would make up stories in my head, make up poem. You just give me a word and boom, I come out with something. I wish I could just carry on writing, but I want to focus on writing on motivational books. I want to do motivational speaking. I want to do something that empowers people and gives people hope. Yeah.
No, that's very good. What would you tell people at home, especially the youth, the parents, just to encourage their kids when they are writing and just to take care of their creative crafts?
I would say to kids, the most important tool to have everything you want, and I mean everything, is to stay in school and focus on what's right and forget of what's wrong. Have an open mind. Think positive. Don't let yourself down. This is the world. If it knocks you down, pick yourself up and get up. Because no one can take away your intelligent mind. No one can take away the power that you have, the education you have in your hand. That degree and diploma means anything. You can be mopping the floors, but with that degree and diploma, one day you will succeed and everything will be fine.
That's from Asanda. Thank you for watching.